the Filipino people really want to know, from your 8 overseas trips in the last 7 months, how much have you spent per trip? Indonesia, Singapore, when you went to Europe, to China, and here in Davos, and the number of people in your official and unofficial entourage list. Para lang klaro po sa ating mamamayang Pilipino.
Well, I don't have the figures. I'm sure their figures are somewhere. But
Pero will it eventually be revealed, Mr. President,
well,
for the Filipino
I think
people?
once we've calculated everything, because this last trip, of course, was just we just finished during the weekend, and we came back on Saturday. So on terms of the cost, the way I see it, you have to look at it as ROI. Do we bring something back or do we not? If you say, I don't know, as I said, I don't know the exact figures of the costs and everything. But for example, we came back from China with pledges of 22 billion. Let's say we get actual out of that 1 billion. Bawing-bawi lahat ng 8 trips. Finished. That's the idea. And we did not only go to China. We went to Davos. We went to the EU. We went to ASEAN. We went to APEC. So in each of those, many pledges were signed. And as I said, it is up to us. Now, the measure of success will be, the cost benefit, very simple. How much effort did you put into it? It's not just the money. It's the time that you put into it. It's the time and the effort that goes into it is really, that's what I was trying to explain earlier. The reason that we have everyone on the delegation, actually the official delegation is just myself and the cabinet ministers. Then they have staff. So the rest are security. And the others that have been accompanying me are actually private sector. They don't actually fly with me. They go there on their own. Although they are included in our meetings, and they have their own meetings on the sidelines as well. So again, the way I approach it is ROI. How much did you spend? How much did you get? And again, as I'm saying, if we get just one of the MOUs, isa lang. Napakahina naman natin if isa lang ang makuha natin. Hindi namin ginagawa trabaho namin kung yun lang isa lang makuha natin. But sabihin na lang natin, isa lang ang makuha natin. Bawi na lahat ng trip ko.
Pero Mr. President, sinasabi rin ng mga kritiko that no matter how the government tries to invite investors to the country, but if there's a lack of transparency, accountability, the country does not really invite confidence.
I fully agree. So we will have transparency.
Ililista ba ninyo yung gastos, Mr. President?
So there will be accountability and transparency in everything that we do. That's axiomatic. Who's going to argue with that? That is one that. But it has not been an issue that the private businesses bring up. They bring up ease of doing business. They bring up the cost of energy. They bring up the problems of legislative guarantees. Ang legislative, lalo na sa PPPs, legislative guarantees, ibig sabihin na sa gitna ng project nila, papalitan yung batas, hindi nakikita yung project nila, pero pilit pa rin silang tapusin. Yun, yung mga nangyayari daw. Yan ang mga sabi nila, yan ang rinireklamo nila sa Pilipinas. So the critics will have their say. But those who are actually contemplating putting good money into the Philippines have other issues. That is not, accountability and transparency is not an issue.